It's an all-new episode of The Good Stuff. And we're bringing the party to you. DIY dynamo Leanna Lair-Perot and entertaining expert Trevor Frankfurt team up to throw the ultimate theme party for one special viewer starting a bold new chapter.
Cheese time!
Plus, they've got all the party tips and tricks to help you celebrate in style. Then, get ready to turn heads this summer.
Look at this hair!
Corey Ying and Aaron O'Brien have the fashion and hair trends that'll keep your party look sizzling. Plus, Mary's cooking up the perfect party plate with Mexican street corn pasta and a Beer-Garita that'll have you toasting all season long. The Good Stuff starts right now.
We are getting you party ready today. Now, if you're throwing a shindig this summer and need a bit of inspiration, check out what happened when we sent DIY expert Leanna Lair-Perot and event planner Trevor Frankfurt to help one of our viewers throw an epic summer bash.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be so much fun, right?
Honestly, I'm really excited for this one. We're on our way to meet Jen, who wrote into the show asking us to help her throw a party. Hi! Hi! Welcome! Come on in!
Awesome.
No, after you.
And who better than us to throw this party?
Welcome to my space.
Thank you. It is so cute.
Thank you. Oh, Genevieve, your place is adorable.
Oh, you're
Thank
gonna do
you so
such
much.
great things in here.
I can't wait.
All right, Jen, so tell us. You're moving in with your boyfriend.
Yes.
You're leaving the space behind.
Peace out.
Peace out. See you later. Tell me though about this theme that you've presented to us.
Yes, so been so busy with the move, and my boyfriend and I wanted a moving out party that represented both of our really fun personalities.
Sounds amazing.
He really loves hot dogs, I really love a good drink, so why not a weenies and martinis and moving out party?
It's just the perfect name. How awesome is Jen?
She's so sweet, and her energy and vibe is so great. We just need the party to match that.
She's gin-tastic.
But I'm Jen. So I think we can make something really special come together for you.
Looking forward to
We
it. I'm so
definitely
excited.
will. I'm excited too. Shall we? Should we get
I
started?
think we shall, but that means you need to
I'm out.
Get
go
out.
take a break and so we can get started. You ready?
Let's do it. The theme is weenies and martinis. And we're working with a really small space and we have big ideas.
So for the decor, I'm gonna focus on some balloons because how fun is that? I've got some really fun fabric inspo that's a little retro and a little funky, and then some props for selfie station.
And I've got the martini bar and the hot dog station ready. It's gonna be so much fun.
So like too much fun. Is there such thing? There's no such thing as too much fun.
No way, not with us.
I found this incredible fabric for the selfie station, and this is going to become the backdrop that really sets the scene. I really loved it, especially because of the colors in it. It kind of reminded me of ketchup, mustard, and olives. Now, to create this, I did a really simple trick, which is just to sew a rod pocket hole across the top. I'm gonna slip through a wood dowel, and then with some 3M hooks, I can temporarily hang them up on the wall so the backdrop can hang freely. A must for any photo station is to have some fun props. So I created these really easily by finding some images online, having them printed on some cardboard, and then just cutting them out.
Having a weenie and martini party, we obviously have to have a bar. Now, Jen didn't have a bar, so I went shopping at HomeSense and found everything that she needs for this bar, including this super cute bar cart. So I got this gorgeous tiered shelving unit that matches perfectly to the bar cart. This is for all our garnish. This is a self-serve bar, so you want to have multiple shakers so that nobody's waiting in line for their martinis. lastly, I wanted to match Leanne's decor, so I had some signage made using the same backdrop as her selfie station backdrop. Okay, that's a party.
A tip to make your decor really affordable and easy to do is to go to the store, and in this case I went to Party City, picked up a pack of balloons, but I was also able to get from them a helium tank. Some people love big balloon arches. This is a smaller space, so we don't have the room for that. But I have an idea to do something a little more simplistic, but it's going to have big impact. I wanted to add a fun little twist to the green balloons. So I picked up these sheets of peel and stick velvet, traced some circles on the back, and now I'm left with these really adorable little circles that I can peel the backing on, stick them on the balloons, and now they become giant floating kitschy olives.
Oh my gosh, that was so creative. Everyone, please welcome Leanne and Trevor.
Unbelievable.
Oh, unbelievable.
but I'm
I'm so ready. I was wondering, I was like, how many times did you have to say weenies and martinis?
4 times a week you count.
I am obsessed.
It was the best day ever.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see how that party turned out. It looks like it's a great thing. Also, the olive balloons, obsessed,
So
Leanne.
cute.
All right, Leanne, you've got a few other ways that we can personalize a party. So let's talk about themes. Maybe we're not
Yes.
going weenies and martinis. Maybe we're doing something else.
Well, so that's the thing. You can kind of pick anything. Weenies and martini was great.
Yeah.
In this case here, I picked citrus fruit and ice cream to show you 2 other examples.
So cute.
And all of that
It's
to say,
amazing.
you don't have to dig too deep into a theme. You can kind of just land on something that has kind of an iconic element to it, like the olive, for example. And in
Genius.
the case of our weenies and martinis party, the olive, to me, was such a visual cue that I wanted to make a little take-home gift, so I had made these for all of the guests. These are cake pops.
No, they are not.
Yes, little olive cake pops that I put into a martini glass, wrapped in a little cello, and then to match the theme with the weenies, made these little tags.
Franks for coming.
Now, Leanne,
I am so obsessed with this.
do they taste like olives?
No, they don't taste like olives. They taste like, they definitely are cake. But even, again, you can translate that into any theme like I did here with my little, these are cake pops too, my little ice cream cone cake pops. But let me tell you, Mary, you are an amazing baker.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I am not.
Okay.
But I did make these with one secret ingredient, which I will share, and that is store-bought cupcakes.
Nicely done, Leanne.
So if you pick up a half dozen cupcakes, you want to take the icing off of 4 and set that to the side and mix the icing off of 2 together, and that just helps bind them together.
Totally.
You can make the little balls, refrigerate them, and then the other only ingredient that I needed was melting chocolate, the little melting wafers.
Yes.
And
So
this is
easy.
so great, not just to make the icing on top, but it worked as glue to hold the cake balls inside the little mini ice cream cones, which I just picked up from my local grocery store.
Leanne, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you bought these.
No,
And I was like, why would I
made
think you never buy things?
These are so easy to make, and they make such a perfect little takeaway for your guests, so you can nosh on them at the party. Now, if you want to level these up just a little bit more, Mary, that extra icing from the 4 leftover cupcakes, I put into a piping bag. And you can now just do a little whipped cream. I can hold this for you. Little whipped cream on top.
Whippy on top.
So cute.
So
and then
cute.
you can add a little jelly bean
Stop.
for your cherry.
Oh my gosh,
so
look at how cute that is. Leanne,
So
you
this
have
is
outdone yourself.
a
This is so
no
good.
That's
bake,
amazing. Yes.
no bake. That's gonna really impress your guests.
That's the way to do it. Leanne Allaire-Perot. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit about some custom signage. 'Cause I know
Yes.
this is a big thing.
So to get the overall theme across in your party, I'm not the biggest fan of spending a lot of money on one-time use stuff. So instead, I just created some graphics on my home computer and printed them on my home printer.
Nice, solid. We love.
And you can
Brilliant.
make these as big or as small. I use these for signage. There's signage along the front. All of these smaller graphics become part of the reoccurring theme throughout the party. I made everything from little
God.
labels that went over my water bottle.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
That you can customize. Little drink markers here, and I always keep a pen or a Sharpie attached to a string at my party so people can write the names too.
love that.
Smart.
Right? Just making it easy.
mixing
and then I
cocktails
think one
here.
of the most important things are having food markers. Communication of food at a party when it's self-serve is so important.
Yeah, totally.
So letting people know what's
you even?
gluten-free, what's dairy-free, if
So
you have
smart.
a vegan dish, if something's spicy, let people know. And this fruit party was great because I used real fruit, and all you need to do is slice the bottom.
Oh, so
to make
it's
them all
steady.
stand nice and steady at your party, and then you can reuse those after. Use them at the bar. Save
This
some
is
drinks
so,
after you eat.
so cute.
I appreciate that so much. As somebody with allergies, sometimes I never know what I can eat at parties. So
Yes.
that is so good.
Communicate.
Love it.
So great. Okay,
Yes.
so what else are we talking about
Okay,
here?
so let's go to balloons.
Yes, balloons.
Yeah, so again, balloons are so affordable but make really big impact in your space. So on the fruit side here, all I did was use some construction paper and cut some leaves out to add into my color combination of balloons to make it look like big fruit.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on our ice cream side, I have my big ice cream cones with the pom-pom on top. Now, the cones are just party hats that I wrapped in craft paper.
What?
So again, from the dollar store. And then on the balloons, I just picked up some washi tape here, which is peel and stick, and that's my little sprinkles.
Oh my God.
So simple, so affordable, so easy.
So easy.
So fun.
Yes, okay. Leanne, party
everything.
decor extraordinaire for sure. Trevor, you've got some ideas how we can add a little glitz and glam to maybe an
do.
evening soiree when we come back, eh?
Yes.
Okay, can't wait to
wait.
see it. And we're going to see Jen's moving out party, see how it turns out. That's up next. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow, we're getting you weekend ready. Andrea Bucket is in the kitchen serving up a next level feast. A towering layered breakfast pie, juicy apple cheddar turkey burgers, and for dessert, raspberry waffle s'mores. Plus, we're diving into the latest swimwear trends, must-have summer accessories, the coolest water toys, and travel gadgets to keep the good vibes going all season long. That's tomorrow on an all-new episode.
We are getting you summer party ready today. So when Jen wrote to us for help throwing a moving out party, we sent Leanne and Trevor to help.
It smells so good in here right now.
Totally agree. How are those weenies coming along? Awesome. I'm gonna show you now how to actually set the table with all the toppings and the hot dogs.
1, 2, 3, and.
When the party's theme is weenies and martinis, you have to have the most amazing hot dog bar and topping station. And that's what I've created here. Everything I went shopping at Farm Boy to get, and I prepared everything in advance, so it's just so easy to pull it out of the fridge and set it on the table. Now, people tell me that I'm a little bit extra when I throw parties. So I've only done 24 toppings here. Now the reason I've done 24 toppings is because we're gonna play a little game called Dress Your Weenie Bingo. And the way that that works is when you're dressing your hot dog, you're gonna circle which toppings you actually picked. Now I've given Jen the winning combination of toppings, so whoever gets that on their hot dog is gonna win a beautiful prize.
Good night.
I'm tying tiny little clips onto the ends of the balloon strings for a fun little reason. This is going to be to display photos, but of course not the photos from your phone. I picked up 2 of these fun little Instax Mini 41 cameras. They've got such a cool retro vintage look to them, which totally fits the vibe of the party. And what I love most is, say cheese. It pops out the photo immediately so we can have them all for display, and then after the party, Jen can take them all as little memories to her next home.
And I've got the best photo to start it off with.
Well,
I think
isn't
Jen's
that
gonna
perfect?
love this. Great job!
Cheers! Time to call Jen back in.
Let's do it. You ready for this?
Definitely. This is epic.
Okay, Jen, we've got weenies, we've got martinis.
And I set up a photo station for selfie-nies. Listen, before we go, I think we need to take a selfie.
Definitely.
Great
Ready?
idea. Great idea.
Smile, say cheese dog.
Cheese dog.
Well, we're gonna get out of here so you can let loose and have fun and raise a glass and a weenie with all of your friends. Thank you so much.
Have the best time.
Bye.
Oh my god! That's so cute. There's so many balloons. I love the big olive.
I know.
you guys ready for Dress Your Hot Dog Bingo?
Yeah, so excited.
We're gonna get
so
surprised. This party's gonna go all night. Ultimate vibes, no sleep.
We're never leaving, girl. Oh my gosh.
So are you guys having a great time?
Yes. This is amazing. Of course.
And a massive thank you to Leanne and Trevor for all they've done. I love my move out party and I can't wait for this new chapter of my life.
Oh my gosh, Jen! Cheers to you and great job, you two.
Okay.
That was so much fun.
Really did such a good job.
I absolutely loved it. Now, okay, so that was a great party, but as Jen said, sometimes your party goes all night long. Not my parties. I'm like, everybody's out by 8 p.m.
Yeah. Get out.
Yeah. But if you're looking to maybe throw like an evening after dark summer soiree, Trevor, you got some great ideas how we can add a little glitz and glam to the mix.
It's true, Mary. So I love to throw parties and have different acts. I don't want everything to just be thrown out right as our guests arrive. So when the sun goes down, we're gonna make everything glow
Okay.
by using black lights.
Oh, okay.
And also, we're gonna create a glaze for our food
Okay.
to make it all pop. So
Okay,
let's step
interesting.
over here
Okay.
and make the glaze. So it's so easy. You just have to use some tonic water.
Tonic water, okay.
Tonic water. Add in some sugar.
Okay.
And we're
Because
gonna.
tonic water is a little bitter.
It is a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bitter, so
yeah.
we want to sweeten it up a little bit. And we're going to whisk that together to make sure it all dissolves while we heat it on medium. It takes about 5-7 minutes to get to a good boil.
Okay.
And then we want to add in a cornstarch mixture.
You gotta make a slurry.
We want it to be thick.
Yes.
Slurry.
This is a cornstarch slurry, Trevor. Fun fact.
I had no idea.
You have to mix your cornstarch with like cold water before you put it into something hot.
A slurry.
A slurry. It's not a cute word, but it is an effective thing.
That's my
Otherwise it gets
favorite
clumpy,
word.
It
right?
gets
If you-
clumpy.
yeah,
Leanne
have the
knows. See, you know
clumps.
baking.
Slurry and clumpy.
See,
my
we
two
got
favorite
it.
words. And weenie.
Yeah.
Now, the tip here, the best tip for this is you have to make sure you buy tonic water that has quinine in it.
Okay.
That's an ingredient that will actually make everything glow. So when you're looking at the bottles,
Yeah.
sometimes it says made with quinine. Otherwise, you have to look at the ingredients really heavily to make sure it has that in there. 'cause
Okay, right
that's
on.
what it's going to
That is like a
need.
classic ingredient in tonic. Way back when it was like, tonic. What ails ya? You know? Yeah. Leanne gets it. Yeah.
Well, we have to let this cool though before we start brushing it onto our food. So we've got one that's already pre-made.
Nice.
So Mary, I'm
Awesome.
just gonna have you brush it lightly on top of these fruit skewers.
This is almost like a glaze you would put on top of like a fruit tart or something like that. Super fun. Okay.
Love that.
So we're gonna do a little glaze.
Just a nice little glaze there. And you can do this on any kind of food, but you want to try and keep the food light.
Yes.
So the darker grapes aren't going to show, but you're really going to see the pineapple and the bananas
But
shine.
then that's contrast. I love
I
that.
Totally, you
like
need
that.
the contrast. But you can also put this on if you make deviled eggs, or if you want it
Trevor,
on...
you're going wild at
I
this
know,
party.
this is the
wild.
best
Yes.
party you'll
Okay.
ever be at.
This is
So-
like a science party.
So,
That's my type of party.
yeah, let's do some
Or are we gonna see this in
science.
action?
Yeah.
Okay,
Leanne,
do you
if
want
you
me
want
to
to just
do
put
the
that in
honors
front of
for
the
you?
black lights. And can we dim the lights
Dim
a
the
little
lights
bit so we
down.
can actually see it glow?
Let's take a look. Whoa! Wait, we're seeing a little bit of a glow.
And then Leanne's got some edible glitter that she's just gonna add on top for a nice little shimmer.
Let's turn those lights up and see that a little shim.
Yeah.
Listen, I love an edible glitter.
Oh my God, so
Yeah,
pretty.
look at that.
So
the
pretty.
glaziness.
Okay,
to
I like
it.
this. I like a glaze.
Yeah. We're gonna make a cocktail too.
Okay.
So Mary, I know how busy you are. So this cocktail's called Mary on the Glow.
Oh, I love a pun too, Trevor.
Me too.
I love a pun.
So all we need is, again, we're gonna put some tonic water with...
It's a number 9.
Yes, it is.
So let's
Nicely done.
Let's pour some tonic water into our glass of ice.
Okay.
We're gonna add in some gin.
Nice, a gin and tonic. Gotta love a gin and tonic.
A little bit of lime juice.
One time I had a gin and tonic made by a British firefighter. It was the best gin and tonic I ever had.
Oh, I bet. Did he
makes sense.
served it to you too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay.
I want to go to that party. We also have some lavender syrup.
Nice.
Let's
Oh,
add
a little fancy.
bit more tonic in there and
Okay.
stir that up, Mary, please.
Nice little gin and tonic.
And then, Leanne, over here we've got some dried lavender that I've also sprayed with some edible glitter. So let's just pop a little bit of garnish on there,
Okay.
just to make it look pretty.
Cute, cute.
Let's see.
Oh, is
that
this
glow.
gonna glow too? Okay, let's turn those lights down. Let's see. Oh, that's a fun one.
But then look at this too. Keep the lights down for a sec. Look how white my teeth are.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's a his little smile. Yeah. All right, let's get the lights back up, because what if we don't have black lights at home?
Well, I
Trevor.
mean, you can add a little bit of this. Now, please help me pronounce this.
Blue curacao. Remember
Curacao,
university?
yes.
Yeah.
We can add that to it to just make a little,
That's so fun.
a little fluorescent glow.
Give you a little bit of color. I love this.
Leanne, you want a drink? Are you thirsty?
Also, you don't have to tell me
I
twice.
was gonna say, Leanne, Trevor, cheers.
Cheers.
To you. This
Cheers.
was absolutely fantastic.
So
Great job on that
much
party.
fun.
We need some martinis. We're live. You gotta love it, GNT. That lavender syrup, so good.
lovely.
And the studio audience, to help you throw the ultimate summer party, you're going home with a Cocktail Bomb summer pack from Cocktail Bomb Shop, as well as a gorgeous set of twisted stem coupe glasses from Cocktail Emporium. Enjoy that. We're gonna take a break. Great job, you two. We'll be right back.
Coming up, get ready to turn heads this summer. Corey Ying and Aaron O'Brien have the fashion and hair trends that'll keep your party look sizzling. That's all coming up.
Here to get us summer party ready is stylist Corey Ying. Hey, Corey. How's it going?
Great, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. I'm very excited. We're getting into summer parties.
Yes,
Yeah.
and a lot of parties and events, meaning a lot of outfits.
Yes.
Right? So today I'm gonna kind of break down some party looks that I love that you guys could inspire you.
Oh, I love that energy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. And if you like any of the looks you are about to see, just scan the QR code on your screen. Okay, we're going to see the first look
Yes.
on Brie. Come on out. Oh, cute. Brie.
Love, love, love.
Color is a stunning.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the first look is the basic jersey dress. It's great, it's form-fitting. They always like design with some sort of darting on it, so it's extra flattering.
Yeah.
Now, something like this is super versatile, right? You could dress it down with some sneakers for like a barbecue,
Totally.
or throw on some jewelry and some heels for like a shower.
Okay.
Right? I love walking into a party, everyone's in bright colors and prints and patterns, but if wearing bright colors isn't your thing, if you find it kind of doesn't work with your complexion,
Yeah.
my suggestion is to kind of go a darker tone,
Okay.
right? So here we're doing like a darker orange. You'll find it easier to wear, easier to pull off. And I just love kind of the combination with the gold jewelry from Winners. I love this bag.
It's so cute.
Such a great size bag. This one's from Amazon. You
That'll actually fit your phone.
exactly.
Yes.
You can fit phones, your keys, and like a makeup touch-up.
Yeah.
You can fit it all.
Yeah, this is amazing. I love the ruching on the side too. Yeah, that with the denim jacket, cute. That with the heels, cute. Amazing, Brie. Thank you so much. You look beautiful. So cute. All right, up next we have got Angelica. Come on out. Oh. Okay. I am obsessed with this dress.
She looks amazing.
You look so good. I don't know how you're standing still. I would be with these feathers on the bottom. I'd be moving all the time. Yeah.
This is like perfect for like a cocktail evening party, right? I love this dress. This dress is from Zara. It's all about the statement dress this season. We're seeing a lot of textures, whether it's sequins, feathers, bright prints, and bold patterns. Now, my trick for like pulling off like a larger print, like a busier print, is like make sure there's a great cut to the dress. So here you actually see seams along the side to really help break up the print a bit, and also the tying halter gives it a little more shape. So they're not just like overwhelmed with pattern.
That's true. It is a high neck, and you'd think all of that pattern would be funny, but with that little scarf
twist,
kind of pattern,
exactly.
super nice.
It's a big difference, and I love this bag and sandals kind of combination. We love a little sparkle, right? A little crystal, and something like this, because it's kind of actually a neutral, you could kind of pair it up with other looks for any other party you have going on. It's like a great add-on, and because we're doing so much already with the dress and bag, we're kept the jewelry a little minimal.
Which I love.
Yeah, the dress itself, the outfit itself, enough statement.
It speaks volumes, which I love. So when you forget your earrings, you say, I meant to forget my earrings.
Exactly.
Angelica, you look absolutely beautiful. Thank you so, so much. That is such a good dress. Oh my gosh, so cute. All right, let's see your last look on Jamie. Come on out. This is nice.
So chic, right?
Yes.
Now, party dressing isn't all about dresses, right? So I really want to introduce separates. Separates are great because you could really maximize the usage of the pieces. You could kind of mix and match. You could even dress it up, dress it down again. Now, the star of this outfit is this blouse. This is from a brand called More to Come. Like, a lot of people do find sequin a bit loud. It might be too over the top, especially where there's color. I love this because it's sheer sequins with a little bit of a hint of a champagne coloring to it. Very minimal, very chic, very versatile. Again, you could pair it up with any other color.
Totally.
And then we paired it with these trouser shorts, which is the big item this season.
Okay, so how do we find a good trouser short? Like, I feel like because you look at them from standing here and they look kind of funny, but from afar they look good. You
want to make sure it's all of the material.
Yeah.
You want something like a little thicker, a little heavier.
Yeah.
Because of the silhouette of them, you kind of want them to kind of have that versatility of looking a little dressy if you want it, a little more casual. So you want a little drape, a little weight to it.
Okay, I like that.
So
That's
this
good.
pair is from Zara. I kind of love that bright white, especially for the summer. Super chic. And then we had to talk about these shoes.
They're so cute.
You need a great pair of shoes. These are from Naturalizer. I love it's actually a gold, like a very soft gold in there, but it kind of could read a little silver. We pair with it. I love that they have a little thicker heel.
Yes.
A rubber sole.
Yes.
You can stay on your feet all night.
You can dance it up, and if you're going to one of those outdoor weddings or a backyard thing, you're not irrigating the lawn as you walk around, which is a dream. Jamie, you look beautiful. And the jewel. Okay, wait, can we really quickly talk about this bag, though?
Yes, bag from Zara. It's a very popular silhouette this season. It has like a little handcuff in there. A jewelry piece on its own.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. Jamie, you look amazing. Corey, thanks for keeping us looking so sharp for all our parties.
Thank you.
Nailed it. We got to take a quick break. That was so good. Aaron O'Brien is getting 2 viewers summer party ready with stylish new do's. Aaron, how are you doing? You're here.
I'm doing really good, and I'm
say,
cocktail ready.
Yes, I love the fact that we've got olives as a theme and cocktails as a theme this episode.
Yes.
Unintentionally, but we got it.
Unintentionally.
Yes, so good.
Do I look like some guy from Miami and I need a little dog as well?
A little bit, yes. And a cocktail all the time. Oh my gosh, stunning shades. All right, Aaron, now both Rashmi and Rue have been to your salon for the VIP treatment already.
Yes, they have.
So let's chat Rashmi first. So here she is before. She is heading out on a family reunion on a Caribbean cruise and said she wants a new hairstyle that matches her personality and makes her feel seen. Aaron, how are you feeling about this one?
Really, really good.
Yeah.
She wanted to embrace her own kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
But we really wanted to kind of just make her feel more vibrant.
Yeah.
And I think with this, we really have. And I'm excited for everyone to see her because she looks phenomenal.
Okay, are we ready to see her? All right, come on out here, Rashmi. Come on out. Woo. Oh my gosh! Look at the hair! Oh my gosh. Rashmi, come on down. How are you doing?
I feel fabulous.
Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, you look absolutely stunning. You look brighter. You look summery. Oh my gosh.
I'm getting a little bit clumped.
No. You look amazing. Aaron, tell us what you did here.
So this is called Embracing Your Grey. Yes, so I love this. This is where we wanted, she had like a lot of grey in the front of the hair, spattered throughout the rest of her head as well, but we wanted to kind of give her that brightness. She wanted to grow it out, and that's okay, but we can really emphasize on those brighter pieces, lighten the skin tone, bring it up, and we did this nice little money piece here at the front.
Aaron O'Brien loves a money piece.
I do.
Yeah.
Makes you look expensive. Then if you turn around here, my darling, you can see this beautiful blend here now.
Oh, this is stunning.
This is all quite dark, so we blended all of those pieces through. Then she wanted body in her hair as well. She has individually fine hair, so we wanted to give her some layers in there. But the trick with this is to give longer layers. You can go shorter around the face, but everywhere else keep those layers longer because it'll keep the bulk at the end, but still give you that shape and lift around the face. Now for styling, you're going away to the heat, my darling.
Oh, the heat and the humidity. How do I am poof
heat
in the humidity? Yeah.
So making sure that you hydrate your hair lots with conditioners, use lots of masks while you're away, but also an anti-humidant spray is perfect. They are across the market. You can get them anywhere online, and they're a perfect way on dry hair to spray and go and keep that party hair all night long.
I love it. Richie, you look absolutely beautiful. You did so good, too. Oh my gosh, have the best time on your family reunion.
Thank you so much.
I'm
Thank
jealous.
you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love it. All right, you did such a great job. Thanks so much. Let's hear it for Aaron. All right, Aaron. Now, you also Rue a new summer do. So she's
Yes.
celebrating a milestone birthday. Here's Rue. So she's going to a villa in Portugal. Both of these people are doing celebrations, right? I'm not gonna lie. So fancy. So what are we feeling?
So with this, she again is also growing out her hair. And I love this. I had two beautiful ladies where they're like, make me natural. I want to have something simple and I don't want to have too much upkeep. But of course, I want to have people see me in my natural self.
Yeah.
So when they're away and they're traveling and people really get to see them and that glow.
Yeah.
And I feel that's what we created with her.
Okay, I am so excited. Let's see Rue now. Oh, Erin! Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Rue, come on down. Hi, Rue, how are you? Great. Oh my gosh, you look so stunning. This texture, this color. Erin, yes, she does. Erin, tell us everything.
Yes. So with this is a mix of warm highlights mixed with more ashy vibes and low lights. We want to create dimension here for her hair color. She's also growing it out, so eventually she wants to have her own natural color, but this piques a little bit of interest. Warmth brings up her skin tone. It doesn't cool it down too much and grab the warmth away from her face.
Yeah.
And then the low lights bring dimension and show off her layers as well. Now with that, when she goes to a party or she's celebrating, when you put a curl in the hair and you have all of that dimension, all those colors, just gives it a pop, it gives interest, it gives you glow. And then we added a few bits of texture in here, a few layers, so it really works with the haircut. And then, I know you're going away, so anti-humidity spray all the way.
All the way, that's what we need. That's what we need.
I also wanted to briefly speak on this here as well. It's about opening up your face, especially if you have a bob or shorter hair.
Yeah.
So using a simple clip like this at the side, putting it behind the ear, opens up that cheekbone and jawline and gives a more youthful vibe. It's always good to open up the face, especially for a party. I feel you want everyone to see you.
Do you know
with
what?
a big smile.
You know what this hairdo is good for with the clip-in? For any picture where you're like, yes. Rue, happiest of birthdays to you. I hope you, are you feeling good?
Yes. Oh, fantastic.
Get it, girl. Yes, I love it. I know. Yes. You did so well. Happiest of birthdays. Have the best time in Portugal.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Erin, great job as per
I'm going to
usual.
Portugal.
Yes. Let's do it. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Rue, that was so good. Now, if you've got a summer party to go to, or maybe you're hosting one, pasta salad is always a hit, especially when it is my Mexican street corn pasta salad. Does that sound good? Listen, that like charred corn, a little bit of spice, that delicious crema, a good amount of cheese. What could go wrong? Am I right? I'm so excited. So the first thing we're gonna get started on, listen, I love a pasta salad. For a while, I was a little like, do I need to write a pasta salad recipe? I don't know. Sometimes people just chuck stuff in a bowl, but I had to for this one because it's so good. It brings you all the flavors of summer in one little bite, and it's a total dream. So we're gonna get started on the corn for this pasta salad. So the first thing I need is I've got a pan here over medium-high heat, nice hot pan, and I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon of butter or oil. I'm going butter because we're using corn and butter, best friends. So just add that right on in just to start melting down. And then we're gonna go in with our corn. You want 2 cups of corn kernels. Now, as opposed to doing like elote, which is the corn on the cob, the Mexican street corn on the cob, this is esquiles. Esquiles? I believe? Yes. Which basically means those kernels have been removed from the cob. It's a little bit of a salad. You can often get it in Mexico, served in a little cup. Oh my gosh, what a dream. But I've got 2 cups of kernels here. These are fresh, taken off the cob. If you can't find fresh right now, you could totally do this with frozen. That would be beautiful. So I'm gonna add that right on into the pan. And that is the sound you want to hear. Now, when you are making this recipe, you want to have a good char on that corn, because oftentimes this is grilled. So give that a good stir. That's why we're doing it over that medium-high heat. I'm going to add in a little bit of salt just to season that up, a little bit of pepper, and then you want that to cook for about, I'd say 4 to 5 minutes, just until it's golden, a little bit charred, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. This was how I used to eat my corn when I had braces. Remember that? And you weren't allowed to eat corn on the cob, and it was the worst 2 summers of your life. This is a good way to do it. All right, that's gonna do its thing, and now we're gonna get to work on that beautiful creamy dressing. Typically, if you're having elote, the corn on the cob, this kind of mayonnaise-y mixture, that crema, is brushed on top to allow everything to stick to it, but we're actually gonna use that almost as the base dressing for this pasta salad. So into a large bowl, I'm gonna go in with 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is traditionally what is used. I love mayonnaise, I'm never mad at it. It's a little bit tangy, super delicious. So about half a cup going in. Then I'm also gonna go in with half a cup of sour cream. The sour cream just lightens things up a little bit, gives it a bit of a zip. Super, super tasty. Also, lightening things up with sour cream is kind of my dream scenario. Because you're like, it's sour cream, Mary. It's not that light, we're good. Half a cup of that goes in as well. I want this to be really nice and creamy. And then into there, we're gonna go in with some seasonings. Now, I love using garlic powder. Garlic powder is great. It gives you the flavor of roasted garlic without actually having to roast garlic. So we're gonna go in with half a teaspoon of that. That's gonna bring all that flavor, a little bit of sweetness. Then we're gonna go in with half a teaspoon of chili powder. It's gonna bring a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of spice. Absolutely beautiful. All right, give that a stir. And then for a little bit more acidity, that mayonnaise has a bit of acidity. Obviously, the sour cream does as well. But I want to add in a good kick. So I'm going to go in with the juice of a lime. Now, anytime you buy a lime, the pretty ones, those are the ones you're going to want to buy. This is a pretty one, always good. But you know that sad one that's been sitting in your fridge and it's looking a little not great? That's gonna be a juicy lime. Do not throw that out. That is gonna be easy to juice. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful. But if you do get a lime that's a little tougher, you can either pop it into the microwave for just a few seconds to warm it up. That gets it nice and juicy, or give it a roll on the counter. This basically breaks up all those little membranes on the inside, helping you get that juice out of there a little bit better. So I'm gonna add in the juice of that lime. Oh, that's a good lime. Okay, cool. Good amount of juice. I love the lime juice. Obviously, it's traditional, absolutely beautiful. And fresh squeezed lime juice all the way. Really, really nice. Now, into there, we're also gonna go in with some of the veg, some of the deliciousness. So I've got half of an onion here. I'm using a red onion. Red onion gives you really nice color. I'm just gonna dice this up. And anytime I'm dicing an onion, I know a lot of times people will tell you that you have to do your knife down this way and then also go this way. I don't go that way. The onion's already done that for me. We've got all those layers, so that's gonna cut up easily. Just run your knife through it. If you don't love a red onion or you find it a little bit too pungent, what you can do is you can actually soak this in a little bit of cold water. That's gonna pull back on some of that punchiness and give you like a softer onion flavor. I sometimes used to do this for my husband because he didn't love red onions, but we've convinced him they're good, so I don't have to do it anymore. Always a good thing. All right, now for a little bit of extra spice and heat, I've also got about a quarter cup of pickled jalapenos. Now, pickling jalapenos makes it so they're not as punchy. They're not as spicy, but I'm gonna chop those up just to make them nice and fine. That popcorn, or that corn is popping. It's very exciting. There's corn all over here. You can't see it, but it's doing its thing. All right, I'm gonna chop those up, just give them a little bit of a dice. The ones with more seeds in them are gonna be a little bit spicier, but I like the heat. Perfect. Add that on in. And then we're gonna go visit this corn that's losing its marbles. Okay, do you see this little bit of color we got going on in here? This char? This is exactly what we are looking for. To be honest, we've got a swap here of some already done, but this is looking beautiful to me. It's still gonna be a little bit crispy. We've got that golden brown. So I'm actually just gonna use this. This corn is gonna go right on into that mixture. That's when I show off my muscles. Picking up a cast iron, basically one-handed. All right. That's looking beautiful. Now into there, I'm gonna go in with my pasta. This is obviously a pasta salad. I've got about 225 grams of any sort of like twisty pasta here, any sort of rotini, fusilli. I'm gonna go into there with that. And this is the thing, when I am making pasta salad, please, nobody hate me, don't at me, I rinse my noodles. You know, you're not supposed to rinse your noodles if you're doing any other sort of pasta dish, but you don't want this to clump together into a big kind of mass. By rinsing it, it removes that exterior starch and gives you a nice kind of like loosey noodle, which is gonna go into the salad beautifully. All right, give that a good stir. Now into there, I need a little bit of cilantro or a lot of cilantro. I'm going in with half a cup. If you don't like cilantro, you can leave it out, but you're missing out, I'm not gonna lie. Typically, I'll say if you wanna replace the cilantro with something, you could do chives, you could do Thai basil actually works really well, but cilantro in this dish is kind of a must. So give that a good stir. And then I promised you cheese. So we have here a little bit of feta. You could also use queso fresca. You wanna use about a cup of that, add that on in, give that a good mix. And to me, this looks like kind of my dream scenario. We've got that corn from summer, we've got that cheese, the pasta. All we need to do is pop it into a beautiful bowl to serve up. Looking absolutely stunning. And this is the best. You can make this well in advance. It's just gonna get better as it sits. Serve that topped with a little extra cheese. and maybe a little bit of some chili. And you are in for an absolute treat. Okay, I'm very excited about this. This is gonna be delish. I'm gonna take a bite of this, but I feel like we need a cocktail to go with this. So I'm gonna make one after the break. Stick around. Party ready today. Now, my guests are here, and I made that delicious Mexican street corn pasta salad, which was a dream. You can have some backstage. Don't worry about it. It's going to be great. But I feel like we need a little bit of a cocktail. There was always talk of weenies and martinis. Yes.
I got my cocktail top on.
I know. It was like Aaron O'Brien wore his cocktail top, so we simply must. So I have an issue in my life, and that is I can never make a decision when it comes to flavors. And I kind of was feeling like margarita with that delicious, Yes. But then I also was like, ooh, cerveza, a beer. Ooh. What if we put them together and made a frozen Beergarita? Oh. I feel like this feels like a summer party. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to make this super, super simple. So I've got my blender here, and I've got 6 cups of ice in it, ready to go. Now into there, we're going in with 1 cup of silver tequila. We're making a big cocktail. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. Then I'm gonna go in with 1/2 cup of orange liqueur. Any sort of orange liqueur you like is gonna be beautiful. This is kind of a classic situation. I'm also gonna go in with 1/2 cup of freshly squeezed lime juice. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yum, yum.
No quinine in this one. Is that what it's called?
It's not gonna glow?
No. Quinine. Oh man, I did it wrong. There you go, we got it. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of simple syrup or agave. Just about 2 tablespoons of that, just to get it nice and sweet. Now, typically when I have a margarita, I love the like salty little rim, but we're not gonna do a rim because this is a cocktail you need to drink with a straw. So I'm gonna put a little pinch of salt into here, just to balance everything out.
Yum.
Now pop that lid on, and let's see if the blender is my friend today. And it's basically an adult slushy, which we're feeling very excited about. That is looking so good. Okay, that is the perfect consistency. I have got some little jars over here. Now, y'all have to come over here because you're gonna help me finish this beautiful drink off. So I'm gonna attempt to divide this into these little guys.
I bet you this would glow under the black.
This probably would as well, I'm not gonna lie.
This looks good.
Now, how do we feel about margaritas, everybody?
Oh,
Big
I would
fan.
drink these.
Okay. Big fan. Yep, we're feeling good. What about beer? Are we fans of beer?
Yeah, nice cold beer.
A little less.
I don't like the blow.
Okay.
I feel like you will be a fan after this.
Listen, there's something so special in particular about a cerveza with that lime wedge stuck in there. So this kind of takes the need of that out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, popping that below. So this is the fun part of the Beer-Garita. We've got our frozen margarita, a cocktail as perfect as is, but everyone is going to take a tiny,
there's mine.
Little beer. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Little mini.
A tiny little mini beer.
Okay.
Oh my God, so cute.
Oh, this is adorable.
This is the fun part. Everybody, you have to quickly and confidently not dump it in. You want to submerge it and flip it in there. Okay.
I'm scared.
Okay, everybody ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Vigorously than me.
Like I did. I did it wrong. I didn't know I was going to throw it in.
There is no such thing as a wrong. Give it a taste. You like it? You got to get a little bit of margarita in there too. You're mainly beer. You got to give it a swirl. You're only drinking the beer part.
I'm drinking beer. I don't like beer.
There you go. He said, you're still in the beer zone.
Oh, no.
No, there we go.
I just need a mix.
Okay. Listen, this to me is a party and a cup. Leanne and I are fans.
It's a dancing drink.
It's a dancing drink. Y'all, thank you so much for helping us celebrate summer parties today. What a delight. That's our show for today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.